All right, well, you've officially made it. Welcome to the Mastermind. In these videos, you're going to be seeing a lot of me using this. I'm going to be laying out exactly what you guys are in for, and I wanted to kind of set an expectation for how to get the most out of this program in the shortest amount of time, and to make sure that you have sort of a linear thought process for all of it. So again, the point of this mastermind is to make you self-sufficient, is to help you build your list and to give you good techniques that are authentic, that you can be consistent with, that help you generate profit using much the same thing that I've been able to do for 14 years. So number one key is believing that it's possible. You obviously do. You're here. So just keep that belief. When you notice that things are getting a little bit more difficult, just remember, if you're trying to get super fit in the gym, you're not going to be super fit in one day. It's just not going to happen. You have to put in the time. You have to go through a little bit of failure, find out where your stopping point is, and then push past that. So that's with any business, just like it will be with this one. But that's why you have the community. So I want to make sure that you guys know we've got the Wealthery app, which is our mastermind social app. We've got our weekly calls. You've got the software itself. I just want to make sure that you guys have all of that stuff, and if you don't, reach out to our team. You'll see links where you can do that. But let's go ahead and hop right in so we don't waste any more of your time. I'm going to try to make as many of these videos as I can, as short as possible, so that you can go through, take action, and that's the point of these videos. Take action, take action, take action. That's what I want all of you guys to do the entire way through this program, is to remember that all of this is geared towards you watching a video and hopefully taking some action to be able to get that stuff moving, get that ball rolling. So let's go ahead and take a look. So right now, we're actually going to be covering, in the next video, is going to be our general affiliate overview. Now, this is what I call our phase one. Okay, so in phase one, we're going to be going through our growth phase, right? This is just like if you were a little kid, you got to grow up to a certain phase. I can't make you a full-on adult who makes money all the time without going through a growth phase, right? So we're going to have to do all of this. Now, I will explain to you guys, it's going to look a little bit different for everybody. Maybe you're really into social media, so lean into that. Maybe you're really into not being on social media, you just want to run ads. Lean into that. Just be ready to do that. And I will tell you right now, I preach this all the time. You are going to have to spend one of two things in order to make this stuff work. And that is going to be your time or your money. Now, you can do a little bit of a balance of both, but don't expect to get anywhere in this if you're not putting in the time or you're not investing money in ads that can grow 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. My goal for you when we get to phase 3 is to be able to only put money in and put no time into this machine. Because if you can do that, you're now putting, let's say, $100 in, getting $200 out. You're doing that every single day, and now it's just an equation. It's just math. You just increase the amount you spend, but you don't have to put as much time in, because we all are here because we want better use of our time, but more control over our time. So that's what I want for all of you. I don't want you to become a slave to making 1,000 reels every single day and having to do a whole bunch of stuff and talk to 1 million people. That will probably happen for a lot of you in phase 1, just so that you know, but then that gives you the system and creates the procedure to which you can go through these next phases. So phase 1 is growth, as you can see. Phase 2 is monetization. So here's where we're just growing. We're focused so much on momentum, momentum, momentum. Build that list. Don't worry about how am I going to make money as fast as possible. That is going to come. I know it sounds kind of counterintuitive, but if you are focused more on exactly what I show you here and really helping people, the monetization phase is going to be very simple for you. Okay? So then after you've got to the point where you've now monetized, you're now making money from your efforts, now we get into scale. So now it's taking some of that money, putting it back into the machine, and letting the machine grow outside of us, so that now we're generating leads 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without having to sit around our computer and without having to do all the crazy stuff. So I want to lay that out for you guys and what that actually looks like. So again, general affiliate overview is going to be the next video where we're going to explain how the entire affiliate opportunity works. Now, big focus for me. I don't want you to only promote my stuff. We're giving you that to start because it's the only offer that I have control over. I obviously can't give you other people's offers and increased commissions and all of that. And I genuinely believe that the best way to market a product is to make a really good product and then allow the people who use that product to promote it. right? That's how I built all of my affiliate sales when I was starting in my business, was I would literally take something that I'm using and be an affiliate for it, right? So what I want you guys to do is I want you to leverage the fact that you are in these programs. If you're here, you're in my programs. So it makes sense to also promote those programs because you have experience in what they are. But it doesn't give you full control if that's the only thing you know how to promote, right? I'm not actually teaching you a system that you can then use and build on. I'm just kind of, giving you a fish versus teaching you to fish. I wanted this program to be a hybrid of the two. We're going to give you that fish for a while so that you can eat while you learn how to fish. So we're going to walk you through our general affiliate overview, how our system works, but then also just to kind of teach you guys what you want from other programs as well. Then we're going to be going through a software walkthrough and setup. Obviously, we have our own funnel building, content distributing, calendar booking, conversation having software that you guys all get access to, which is nuts because just on the software alone, it's worth way more than what you guys are paying to be here, because if you look at ClickFunnels' competitor, $297 a month and you can have as many funnels as you want. Well, you can have as many funnels as you want with us for exactly the same monthly price, but you get everything else, which is just bananas. So as we go through these videos, we're going to have little micro videos so the main kind of theory here is just to set up the software and walk through it. We're going to be setting up your domain, going through workflows and what those look like, the ones that you get. Talking about how to use our funnel, but then also how to make your own, how to build forms so that you can take control of the opt-in process and build those things pretty quickly, because you're going to want, as a real affiliate, you're going to want to be able to make these things on your own. My goal, again, is not just to only hand you stuff and you just use what I give you. It's so that you have the ability, the knowledge, the tool set to be able to do this on your own as well. So forms. And then we have a PDF that we're going to be giving you guys that you guys can customize so that when you share that PDF, your affiliate link is in it, making you sales. And then also we're going to go through the emails so that you know how to customize those emails, because we're giving you a bunch of emails that point to different areas. We want you to know, hey, go in here in this email, change that link. Go in this email, change that link so that you get commission, because that's obviously the big goal of all of this. So after that, we're going to be going into the actual Covert affiliate setup. So whether you've been in our Covert affiliate program or not, doesn't matter. We're going to be walking you guys through what all of this looks like. So now we're going to be setting up your group, making sure that all the questions are done the right way, the graphics are set up the way that you'd want them to be. We're going to go walk you through how to do all that stuff. Setting up your individual Facebook profile to make sure that people know that you have a group. Things like that are really important. Leveraging and installing the CAM tool. So the CAM tool is a tool that we built here in-house called the Covert Affiliate Method tool, which is going to help you get your leads from Facebook over into the Wealthery software where you can now market to them. So as soon as everybody joins your group, bang, they're getting follow-up emails, their conversation that you can have. There's a lot you can do, so we'll kind of walk you through all of that. We'll talk about how to leverage other groups. This is one of the best ways that our affiliates are actually generating sales is by being an active member in other people's groups. One of the fastest ways to start generating sales in the next 24 to 48 hours is to actively be a participant in other people's groups. We'll show you guys what that looks like. Then we're going to talk a little bit about group content. So what kind of content you should be sharing, the different ways that you can share content. We'll kind of cover all of that stuff. Give you some examples. And then also the group admin will be walking through all of that stuff, like the things that you want to know as you go through administrating your group. We'll kind of cover all of that. So now, if you kind of see where we're at this point, you understand how to be an affiliate for it. You've got all the tools in place now, ready to start accepting that. You've got your group, which is going to be what attracts people to you. And now we get into group monetization. And you can see here we have growth, monetization, and scale. This is when we actually start the rest of the process. So most of this is set up. It's a little bit of learning. Now we get into actually making money. So we're actually going to give you guys a little bit of a to-do list to make sure that you have everything that you would need to be able to monetize this. So Sending 50 friend requests a day. Don't worry, that's all done via the CAM tool, so that takes all of about 5 minutes, and you don't even have to be at your computer when it's happening. Sending 5 DMs a day, making 1 post a week in all of your groups, sending 10 cold emails, 10 comment DMs, 30 days worth of content, which we're giving you, and any kind of mass DMing. You don't have to do all of these. I'm going to be explaining what all of them look like, how to do them, and then how you can start utilizing them, because really, if you think about it, if your goal is to make, let's say $3,000 a month, that would be 2 sales of our yearly mastermind. And to get 2 sales of a yearly mastermind, you could send 10 cold emails to the right people. We're going to show you guys how to do that. It is much easier than what you've probably seen in the past to make as much money as you want. We're just going to find all the little pockets that nobody else is talking about. And we're going to help you monetize those. So I want to give you guys this sort of like you're kind of on your own making things happen here in the growth phase. And then we actually get into, at that point, the monetization side. Okay, so monetization is when we take all of these new group members, all of this new momentum, all the people that we're talking to, we take all of that and we, got to turn your phone off. We take all of that and we throw it into monetization where we can actually start monetizing and making money from all those people. So in that training, we're going to talk about conversion. Okay, so to generate a conversion is when you actually take somebody from being relatively interested, just getting to know you, whatever that might be, and we actually get them to buy. So that happens through a bunch of different channels, but the ones we're going to be teaching you kind of first and foremost is a DM flow, which is literally a direct message flow, how you can actually talk to people and get them to buy your stuff. Following up with people. How do we go about following up with people to make sure that they're fully aware of the situation? How we can utilize the pipeline that's actually based in our software. I love utilizing this pipeline. It gives me a very great visual, and we're going to cover what that looks like, but it's a great visual of like, hey, I talked to this person a month ago, and 2 months later, they're still not at this phase. I need to go reach back out to that person. So it makes it really easy to keep organized so that and this should be your goal. Everybody that enters your ecosystem, whether they join your group, they opt in for a free PDF, they friend request you, whatever, you should have something in place so that you know that at some point they have said no or yes. Obviously, we want yeses. You're going to get more no's than you do yeses. Hey, have you joined the training? Hey, did you check this thing out? Hey, did you look into that? You're going to get people to say no, which is fine. But as soon as we get them to say no, we now know we can focus our efforts on somebody else. So we're going to be talking about all of that. We'll be talking about automations, how to actually leverage the automations that are built into the Wealthery funnel tool to where now a lot of this stuff kind of happens on its own, right? We want to do it manually in the beginning so we know what it is. We can kind of feel our way through it, make sure it's comfortable and it feels like what we would be doing, and then we automate it. Then we'll talk about broadcasts, because you can send text message and email broadcasts through our platform to further engage people, invite them to new stuff. Pretty awesome. Hand raising. Hand raising is a technique that we use inside of our groups that actually gets people to say, hey, I'm ready. Hey, I'm ready. I'd like to know more about this now, because let's face it, not everybody is ready the day that you reach out to them. Maybe they had a bad day. They got in a car accident. Their dog's at the vet. They just found out that they're getting fired in 3 months. Like, we don't know everybody's individual situation. So remember that. That's what gives us the ability to follow up with them and be like, hey, just want to let you know, we're still here. We are still being consistent because this stuff flat out works. I'm still here to help. So hand raising are little activities you can do inside of your group to get people to go, yeah, I'm ready now. Hey, I want more information. Yep, let's send it over to me. And then we'll talk about group lives as well. I just recently tested out this method doing some group lives, and we did about $25,000 in one of our groups in about, I want to say it was about 10 days after the live. Within 10 days of the live, we did about $25,000 in collected. Actually, I think we're now at about 25 grand in collected. Which is cool because group lives are probably not discussed enough. They're very, very easy to do. All you need is a computer. You can literally go live with your camera on you. I'll give you guys my notes as to how I go about sort of setting up a live, what the value is, and how I actually make money from each one of them, which is super exciting. And no, you don't have to be a great speaker. You don't have to have fancy cameras like I do. Literally a computer camera and some benefit to the people who are on your live, and you'll be able to make money. It's really that easy. Next, we get into the basic setup of Facebook ads. So now, notice all of this stuff is done. You should be making money before you get to this phase, unless you say, Travis, I don't want to do friend requests, DMs, post, 10 comment DMs, cold emails, content. I don't want to do any of the social stuff. Just show me how to run ads. Okay, then you can get to this phase and go to the scale phase. But just realize that's why you're not making money. My system can't work if you don't use it. Right? So for those of you guys that are like, I want to make as much as I possibly can right now without having to spend money, that's here. That's on this phase and then this phase. So then we get into Facebook ads. We're going to talk about the pixel, making sure the pixel's on your website so you can take advantage of all of that. We're going to be talking about creating and manipulating audiences on Facebook. How do we do that? We're going to show you over the shoulder to make sure that you have the right audiences in place right away. And then basic retargeting layout, because that's going to be the first ad that you actually create, is one that goes to everybody who's already been on your website. We don't want to just necessarily have to go after a bunch of cold audience. Now, again, if you are skipping the manual part of this process, you don't want to invest time, you just want to invest money, well, in that case, you'd be skipping retargeting and you'd be going right into phase 3, which is my most exciting phase. This is the phase that I want everybody to get to. I wish I could get you here faster, but I know how people work and I know the way that this program works, and it works by proving that everything is right for free, right? It just costs you time, and then putting your money in and scaling all of those efforts. So phase 3 is scale, which is going to be talking about our Facebook ad master strategy. This is the strategy that I teach everybody. It generates sales for anybody who actually uses it. But the key is this: we are not giving you Facebook ads. We are not giving you ads done for you, writing them for you and putting them up, because that would kill the effectiveness of the entire strategy. The strategy here is be authentic, be yourself, just figure out how to tell stories. And we have something called our 13 stories method. I'm going to give you 13 different kinds of stories that you can use as ads to attract people into your group, to attract people onto your list. And now we get the whole ball starts to roll. So that's going to be our master strategy. Then we're going to be talking about hiring to buy your time back. This is a really big one. At the end of the day, if this whole program works, what you should be able to do is make enough money to hire people to do the stuff that you don't want to do, right? Or that takes you the most time, okay? So that's one of the things that I did. At first, I started closing deals myself. Then I hired somebody to close my deals. Then I started setting deals myself. Then I hired somebody to set my deals for me. I used to manually reach out. Now I run ads. So it's just that strategy is just let my money do the work for me. So I like the ability to hire people who can do a lot of different stuff for you. We'll talk about where I find good talent, how I find good talent, and what I use them for. And I use different sites for each thing, so we'll kind of cover what that is. Then we get into external promos. So now we're actually scaling outside of just Wealthery, right? Now we get into external promos. And one of the great benefits of being in the mastermind is our 12, so one a month, our 12 4-day cash machine offers that you guys are going to get. We're literally going to place them into your account, and this gives you the ability to promote other offers that are outside of the Wealthery industry, well, outside of our Wealthery umbrella, that can benefit your subscribers, because we're all going to be in the same niche. Now you can promote these other things 4 days at a time. Literally all you're going to have to do is highlight your list, hit add tag, boom, links go out, emails go out over the weekend. You're making money while you're doing nothing. This mastermind is absolutely the coolest thing that I've ever put together. I'm super excited to have you guys here. So that's an outline of what we're actually going to do. So next video, I'll be taking you through the general affiliate overview. And as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support. Feel free to reach out inside of our Mastermind app. We've got a great community. I'm really excited to have you guys, because this is more than just the training and the techniques to get all this done. It is about community, because nobody wants to build a business on their own. You need help, but not only do you need help, you kind of want to be around other people that are doing it too. So the community aspect of this is great. The software aspect of this is great. The training that you're going to get inside of this system is amazing. That doesn't even include all of the live events that we're going to be doing that you guys are going to be able to join us on. Like, there's a lot of momentum here. I want you guys, truthfully, to become six-figure super affiliates, and I know that you can do that if you build this base. So we're going to be going through some really cool stuff. I urge you as well to make sure that you watch all of our supplement videos, because I'm going to be giving you guys sort of a guided do this, do that, do this style of training, style of membership. But there's a lot of supplement videos that I will be referencing when I'm making a training video. One of the main ones is our race car growth machine strategy. So if you don't watch that supplement video, then you won't understand when I reference a turbo booster or a lubricant. You won't really understand what that is. So make sure as you guys go through, no, it is not core to our thing, right? But it is stuff that I really want you to know. It's going to make you a better marketer, and it's going to make sure that you guys understand how all of this should be laid out. So there are supplement videos to each section. Make sure you guys watch those. And other than that, I will see you guys in our general affiliate overview. See ya.